All right, let's continue talking about this Time magazine interview that Donald Trump gave, where he basically admitted his campaign was just lies. It was just lies. You'll also recall that during the campaign, Donald Trump wanted nothing to do with Project 2025. He tried to keep his distance on it. On Truth Central, he once referred to Project 2025 as ridiculous and abysmal. He disavowed the project. He says, I don't know what it is. I don't know who's behind it. It's not my thing. And he was trying to draw these lines, at least publicly, to make it appear as though he's not going to be pinned down by the policy ideas of Project 2025. He's not part of that. It just has nothing to do with him. Of course, now that he is president-elect, everything has reversed. Now we've seen the Time magazine interview, and Donald Trump was asked about Project 2025, and he has completely softened his tone. Take a look at this. Trump was asked, quote, during the campaign, you disavowed Project 2025, but so far at least 5 people you've appointed to top positions in your cabinet have ties to it. Doesn't that undermine what you told Americans on the campaign trail? Here is Trump, quote, no, look, I don't disagree with everything in Project 2025, but I disagree with some things. I specifically didn't want to read it because it wasn't under my auspices. And I wanted to be able to say that, the only way I can say I have nothing to do with it is if you don't read it. Trump doesn't read, so that's really why he didn't read it. Trump continuing, I didn't want to read it. I read enough about it. They have some things that are very conservative and very good. They have other things that I don't like. I won't go into individual items, but I had nothing to do with Project 2025. Now, if we had a few people that were involved, they had hundreds of them. This is a big document from what I understand. Trump is maintaining the performance of distance. I didn't read it. I wanted to be able to say I didn't read it. The whole, if I didn't look at the document, I can't possibly be blamed for hiring a bunch of people that worked on the document. It's a totally nonsensical defense, but it is Trump 101. Remember that Project 2025 is this blueprint rolled out by the Heritage Foundation, affiliated with right-wing groups. It's about a 900-page document, and it wants the Republican Party, currently led by Trump, but they would have accepted anybody. If it was Nikki Haley, they would have pushed the same stuff. They want the Republican Party to reshape government, assert executive power along extraordinarily authoritarian lines. And Trump spent his campaign just arguing, I don't know anything about it. Here he is, for example.
And the other side's going around trying to make me sound extreme, like I'm an extremist. I'm not. I'm a person with great common sense. I'm not an extremist at all. Like some on the right, severe right, came up with this Project 25, and I don't even know. I mean, some of them I know who they are, but they're very, very conservative, just like you have. They're sort of the opposite of the radical left, okay? You have the radical left and you have the radical right. And they come up with this, I don't know what the hell it is, it's Project 25. He's involved in Project, and then they read some of the things and they are extreme. I mean, they're seriously extreme. But I don't know anything about it. I don't want to know anything about it. But what they do is misinformation and disinformation.
It turns out that Trump's incoming administration will be riddled with Project 2025 authors. I'll tell you about some of them later in the show or tomorrow. And slowly but surely, Trump is softening on Project 2025. Now, later on, or maybe tomorrow, we're going to look at other aspects of this Time magazine interview where Donald Trump has completely reversed what he said during the campaign. I know you're not shocked. I'm not shocked. Why? Well, we have the first term as evidence. We have Trump's first campaign during which he promised everybody, the equivalent of free ponies, everything under the sun. And then none of it happened. Most of it because it's impossible. Some of it because Trump never really intended to do it. And we are seeing the exact same thing right now. And Trump is reversing. And if the first term is any indication, even the people who voted for the guy are not going to hold him accountable. We will see, but he's abandoning all of the ideas. Well, I wrote a book after a long journey and a ton of work. I am really thrilled with how it turned out, and I hope you'll read it. The book is called The Echo Machine, and in a nutshell, it looks at how American politics got so broken who has already figured out solutions and how we can try to fix it and stop the terror of Trump for the next 4 years. With Trump winning this election, the echo machine couldn't be more relevant, not only a warning about how we got here, but also about what might be coming and how to prevent the worst outcomes. We've got to stay engaged. We need a plan, and that's what the book is about. There's a belief out there that unless you have corporate media behind you, you can't have a successful political book launch, that it's not possible. I think we can prove that wrong. Order the Echo Machine today at davidpakman.com/echo on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Audible, Kindle, anywhere that books, ebooks, and audiobooks are sold. You can also call any local bookstore and say, please order me The Echo Machine by David Pakman. Wherever you get the book, you'll get the free pre-order perks, including the signed book plate. Head to davidpakman.com/free book stuff after ordering.